The geography behind Malaysia's aviation rise. When people think of aviation in Asia, they usually think of Singapore, Dubai, Tokyo, or Hong Kong. Malaysia rarely appears on that list, yet one of Asia's most influential airlines was born here. Millions of people changed the way they travel because of an idea that started in Malaysia. And behind the scenes, this country has built one of Southeast Asia's most important aviation ecosystems. It repairs aircraft. It manufactures aerospace components, and it connects millions of passengers across the region. Malaysia is not Asia's biggest aviation market. It does not have the world's busiest airport. So why has Malaysia become such an important part of Asia's aviation story? The answer begins with geography. Long before airplanes existed, Malaysia was already a crossroads. For centuries, the Strait of Malacca connected traders from China, India, the Middle East, and Europe. Ships carrying spices, silk, and valuable goods passed through these waters. This location gave Malaysia a natural advantage. And when aviation replaced ships as the fastest way to move people, the geography remained the same. Today, Kuala Lumpur sits at the center of Southeast Asia. Within just a few hours of flying, passengers can reach major cities across ASEAN, southern China, India, and Australia. For airlines, location means efficiency. Shorter routes, lower fuel costs, more flights, higher aircraft utilization. Malaysia does not simply connect countries. It connects markets. The airline that changed how Asia flies. But geography alone does not create an aviation powerhouse. Someone needs to recognize the opportunity. In 2001, entrepreneur Tony Fernandez bought a struggling airline for just 1 Malaysian ringgit. Most people saw a company with huge problems. He saw a completely different future. At that time, flying was still expensive for many people across Asia. Air travel was often seen as something only wealthy people could afford. AirAsia wanted to change that. Its message was simple: now everyone can fly. The company introduced a new approach. Use one main aircraft type, reduce unnecessary costs. Sell tickets online, turn planes around faster. Make flying cheaper and more accessible. The result was a revolution. Millions of Asians who once traveled only by bus or train could now afford to fly. Families could explore new countries. Students could study abroad more easily. Small businesses could connect with new markets. AirAsia did not invent the low-cost airline model, but it made low-cost aviation work for Asia, and Kuala Lumpur became one of the world's most important low-cost airline hubs. But selling airline tickets was only the beginning, because behind every successful flight, there is an entire industry that passengers rarely see. The hidden industry behind every flight. Every time an airplane lands, a countdown begins. The longer an aircraft stays on the ground, the more money an airline loses. That is why aircraft maintenance is so important. Airlines need more than just airports, they need engineers, technology, repair facilities, and highly skilled workers. This industry is called MRO, maintenance, repair, and overhaul, around Kuala Lumpur International Airport and Subang Airport. Malaysia has developed one of Southeast Asia's strongest aviation maintenance industries. Aircraft from across the region come here for inspections, repairs, and upgrades before returning to the sky. But Malaysia does not only maintain aircraft. It also helps build them. The country has become part of the global aerospace supply chain, producing aircraft components, composite materials, and precision parts used by major manufacturers. Some passengers flying around the world may never visit Malaysia, but they may already have flown on an aircraft containing Malaysian-made components. Why Malaysia? So why did this aviation ecosystem develop here? The answer is not one single advantage. It is the combination of many. Malaysia has a strong manufacturing foundation, a skilled workforce, competitive operating costs, English-speaking professionals, and most importantly, space to grow. Compared with some neighboring aviation hubs, Malaysia has more room for expansion. New terminals, maintenance facilities, logistics centers, and aerospace industrial parks. The country is also investing in aviation as a strategic industry for the future, because modern aviation is not only about transportation, it is about technology, manufacturing, engineering, and global connections. When people talk about Asian aviation, Singapore, Tokyo, and Dubai usually dominate the conversation. But the aviation world depends on much more than famous airports. It depends on the invisible systems behind them. The engineers maintaining aircraft, the factories producing critical components, the airlines making travel affordable. Malaysia may never become Asia's largest aviation market, and it may never try to replace Singapore or Dubai. Instead, Malaysia found a different role, a role that quietly keeps Asia moving. Because sometimes, the countries shaping the world are not always the ones making the headlines. They are the ones keeping everything connected.